Today we're talking about the Cadbury Layers of Joy trifle, because nothing says Easter like trifle. Let me start off by apologising for my hair right now. I am trying to grow it out and it's kind of just at that point where it just looks terrible all the time. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Maverick Baking and welcome back to another joyous Easter food review. Yeah, so I've already made a video discussing how ridiculous Easter food is getting, and today I kind of want to highlight one of my favourite ridiculous things that's appeared on the shelves in recent years that I've never really had the stomach to try. Today we are talking about the Cadbury limited edition Layers of Joy Exciting. I think it's basically a trifle. I'm not entirely sure. It kind of looks like this. Apparently there are layers. It doesn't look like it. So this bizarre, ginormous chilled dessert appeared on the shelves of the chilled aisles in supermarkets a couple of months ago, you know, because Easter isn't until the 21st of April, but we all need it in February. I've actually had this in my fridge for over a week because I literally haven't been able to pluck up the courage to try it because everything about it stresses me out more than I care to admit. So just what is this? It doesn't call itself a trifle, it just calls itself Layers of Joy Exciting. We love an Easter pun, but you know, sis, calm down. So this is from Cadbury. I'm guessing it's obviously inspired by the cream egg, even though it doesn't actually say that anywhere. And I don't know if it's going to taste like one. So just what are these Layers of Joy? Well, let me inform you. This is a layered shading dessert with Cadbury milk chocolate dessert. A nice and ambiguous, just what we love in food. Chocolate mousse, chocolate chip cookie, and fondant dessert with a creamy topping. It does stress me out. It says creamy and not cream. Who knows what that is made of? I can give you a close-up of the side. Yeah. It looks like a brown layer and a cream layer with a big orange splodge on top. And as I've noticed, as I do this, it all kind of just really slowly trickles down into this big gelatinous goop. I can't wait to eat it, really. And I also must say it did win an award for Best New Product in 2018. So let's keep looks aside and let's just keep our hopes high for this really appetizing looking dessert. Smells of nothing. Are we going to try it layer by layer? I don't know. Let's kind of try this creamy stuff and orange stuff to begin with. Taste of absolutely nothing. The cream is literally just sweetened whipped cream. So bland. And this orange stuff, which I kind of hoped would taste like a cream egg, it does have the faintest kind of cream egg flavour in there, but it tastes more like cold custard that doesn't have enough vanilla in it. Not too promising. Let's just kind of dig our spoon down. Okay, so I think this is the milk chocolate dessert layer. So let's see if that's kind of any better. It just tastes like chocolate mousse. Let's delve further. Okay, so I think this is the actual chocolate mousse now. You can maybe see the kind of bubbly airiness of it. And there might be some kind of chocolate cookie in there, supposedly. Let's give it a go. It's so depressing. There is a line that has to be drawn when you're charging people £3 for an enormous single-use plastic tub of creamy blandness. And while creamy blandness might sum up my complexion, it's not what I want in a dessert at all, ever. Basically, if you took a great trifle and removed all of the texture and all of the flavour from it, this is what you've got. It's thick, it's airy, but it's also wet and sloppy at the same time. It has none of the joy of a trifle because it doesn't have any kind of jelly layer, any kind of fruit layer, it doesn't have any acidity to it, it doesn't have any booze in it, it doesn't even have a kind of cakey layer. The closest thing to texture that we have in here, somewhere, is this tiny kind of gummy layer of, and I'll try and give you a close-up of this, of cookie dough of some description. It's so soggy, and not even in a nice way. There's just nothing to it. All of the chocolate components taste the same. The milk chocolate dessert tastes exactly the same as the mousse, which tastes exactly the same as the cookie. The cream tastes of nothing, and it's like 60% of this tub. The orange stuff tastes of even less, and it's the main sort of center component and isn't evenly distributed anywhere else. It tastes nothing like a cream egg. It tastes nothing like Cadbury chocolate. It tastes like a cheap chocolate mousse, which is made with like cocoa powder instead of actual chocolate. It's just layers upon layers of mush, basically. And obviously I haven't really done the appearance any justice, not that it had much of one to begin with. You know, soft kind of plainness in a dessert can be nice in a cheesecake or in some kind of cream and meringue dessert, but at least then you have a contrast of textures and usually either some kind of vanilla or something in there just to bump it up a little bit, even some acidity somewhere. It's just so bland. The only flavour is sweet. Your mouth, you don't even have to chew this, it just kind of dissolves and disintegrates in your mouth, and then you swallow this kind of amalgamation of sugary substance. Even if there were actual cream eggs in here, it might be exciting because you could get shards of kind of chocolate which you would then have to chew for some, you know, something for your mouth to do. You could have little chunks of dairy milk, you could have crunchy chunks of cookie, you could have cake or brownie in here, you could have some kind of Bourneville stuff to give it a bit of darkness in here. You could... I don't understand who this is aimed at or the point of it. I can't believe this won an award. It must have been a very dry year for new products. It's just so dull. The actual tiny kind of kid-sized Cadbury chocolate mousses that you get are better than this because they tend to at least come in different flavours or come with little kind of chunks of dairy milk or of flake or Oreo or something to mix through it. I don't know who this is aimed at. It's an adult-sized dish. Is it supposed to be a family dish? Is it supposed to be like a tub of Ben and Jerry's where you just sit and eat the whole thing when you're particularly miserable one day? No one should be this miserable. Basically, don't waste your money. I think this was something like £3. You can buy, you know, you could go to Aldi and probably get a whole vanilla cheesecake for that and it would taste better and be cheaper. There's no texture, there's no excitement, it doesn't taste like Cadbury, it doesn't taste like a cream egg. It's a 1 out of 5. If you guys have tried this tragic product or any of its kind of smaller equivalents or just any Easter stuff that's made you equally depressed, let me know in the comments. If you would like me to review any specific Easter foods or any foods in general, do always let me know in the comments because I do always read them, even if I'm a little bit slow to replying to them. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. We have kind of junk food reviews, vlogs, recipes, and all kinds of things coming at you at least twice a week. In the meantime, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna go get a dessert that actually is good. So yeah. See you for the next one.